Oh, we did! Oh, brilliant! Our first shot actually hit. Wow, that is actually marvellous. Now, did it do anything? That's the question. It's still plodding on. If you're like me and love a bargain, then you're going to love the link in the description, as it's going to take you to Instant Gaming, which is a platform that will save you a lot of money on all of your games. This includes Steam, GOG, PlayStation and Xbox also, as well as many others. I've bought a couple of games from here and saved myself some money. You should too. The link is in the description. Be sure to check it out. You'll actually be surprised just how much you will save. Not only will it be helping me out, but you'll be helping yourself out as well. Be sure to check it out. The link's in the description. Thank you. Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another MoisTea Gaming video where we are returning to our tank production facility. Currently, as things stand, we don't have anything that the British want, but they are going to want some resupplies soon. The French are having a few of our tanks. We've got a contract in currently for a resupply of some little squirters Mark 1.2. And the Yanks are thinking about doing something marvellous, but they can't quite decide what that is yet, so we'll have to see what tank they would like. British have forces on the Western Front, the Middle East and in Africa, which are mostly filled with our tanks. In one of the previous episodes we had a fire in the research department, so now we're all a bit done in from that. One more turn and we should be good. Looks like we did the production of this. I just need to send these little squirters off and then we can get paid for that. Send them all on the train, or doing it by a boat will be suicide and it's more expensive and takes longer, so why wouldn't you do it by the train? Yes, I would like to proceed. That's going to give us some more things. We do want more supplies. However, things are very expensive at the moment and very dangerous to get in. So while we don't have actually got any production wanting, I'm just going to wait it out. Now that does mean that we're paying for people to do nothing, which is not good for any business sort of mind. However, I also don't want to use resources that we may not be able to get back just yet. So I'm just going to cling on for a little while. The Americans are going to want something shortly. Design-wise, we've got a load of things. Need research back up and running, really. I can't actually remember where I was in terms of doing things. We needed the Hornet running gear, that was it, but we can't do that until we have technology, but we don't have the technology because the place got burnt down, so we're going to have to wait. Let's proceed with time and see where we get. All of these are actually upgrades as well, and we have managed to do... Oh wow, we've got a lot of money now. Resupply them. Yes, tanks delivered. Little squirter Mark 1.2 delivered. Oh, what's this? Bulldog design. That looks interesting. Let's have a look at that. Where did that go? Oh, those are ours. What about here? Pacer, those crap. Bloody Bulldog. Let's have a look at this. For some reason, it's not having it. No, it doesn't like it, but still, that looked like this hull. That was the medium Hornet hull. That is potentially what the Americans are going to want. In that case, I need to ask it. I don't even know if I have a hull of this already made up, which I don't think I do, but I can't find out. Or I can find out, actually. I know I've not designed one. What if we stick... Maybe down here if I did it. Oh, I did do it. Right, so that isn't bad. We've got an engine that fits, so that will do as well. Oh, we can stick Whippet running gear on there. I didn't even realise that. Oh, no, it won't work. Because the Whippet gear does not have the capacity to hold the weight. So yeah, we do need that running gear. The weapons, we do have good weapons. That is very good for us. We can stick all of them on there. We just need the running gear. And then we'll be good. Lots of MGs on there. A little bit weird looking thing. We need that research going. Oh, it's back up and running. All is good. All is safe. What are we actually researching though? That is the question. Running gear. Oh, we are doing it. We might have it in 2 days. That is marvelous. Just see about getting that done. Hybrid running gear. Excellent. So that is that. Could have a dabble at getting elongated running gear and see what that goes on. I believe it will be the Mark 8. But we do need firepower. That is for sure. The Mark 8 would be wonderful though. The Americans might like it. But we do want improved cannons. I mean, that there will be fantastic. Chased barrel construction. Now we can stick these into some cannons, which we can have a +7 in engineering bits. So hard accuracy would be marvelous. That would be fantastic. Now what's going to be better? More shells. Oh, we have to go down that way anyway to get it. So loader stations is going to be the thing. Don't quite know what you do with the... I mean, the rate of fire would be better on a 6-pounder. However, not going to be as accurate, is it? Ammunition sounds good. We would be better off if we can have a tank which has good anti-personnel munitions with a cannon rather than machine guns, because the cannons can actually do something against another tank, which is what we are actually facing. Yes, they're no good for the infantry, but that isn't really part of the game yet. Yeah, it's requested by the not the Admiralty, again, too many naval games. By the General Staff, yes, they want that, but still, it doesn't really help us. So if we can get a cannon which is just as good, then we can have a dabble at that. We'll try and get the anti-personnel munitions. Or we could try and rush that Mark 8 tank. Not sure what we can stick on that, but it's got to be good. Just nearly forgot about my cup of tea. Nearly had a disaster. I hope you've got one. I think we're going to go down this route for sure. This also has hard range, hard armor penetration, hard ricochet penetration. That all sounds lovely. All this will be fabulous. Now we have extra ammunition down here as well. Rate of fire, not too bothered about that. We just need to be able to hit the target. We also need to be able to have these viable to replace the MGs, which is definitely going to be interesting. Could go for the elong. See, there's choices, man. Right, I've actually made a decision now. We're going to go for the anti-personnel munitions and try and get to the position where we can design a tank which has cannons on it, which is just good enough as well to deal with infantry and get the soft attack up. For those who are watching as well, by the way, I do actually stream a lot of my recordings while I'm doing them in the Discord. If you want to join in, there's a link in the description for the Discord. To get access to that, though, you will need membership, which starts at £1 a month. There's other benefits as well. It's worth having a look. If you look at the channel page, you'll see a join thing. Have a gander, see if it's for you. Let's get the anti-personnel munitions. Yes, we want that. And while they're busy doing that, oh, the trials were complete for the Cannon Mark 2.2. This was the upgraded version. Completely forgot about this, I'm not going to lie. This one, vast improvement over the previous. But we need to design the tracking gear for the... not the Whippet tank. Where's it gone? The Hornet tank. There we go. Look at that. That's a lot better. Now then, what can we do to this? We can reduce the side thickness, but improve the repairability and the cross-country speed, which is fine. It shouldn't get hit on the sides by tanks. We've got on the sides, we can have track grousers. These will reduce roll speed However, improve agility and improve cross-country speed. Now, we're going to be a lot in the Africa and everything else. We'll try sticking that on. Have a look at mobility in general. Road speed is already quite high, but can improve the cross-country speed. Because a lot of the time they're just rolling around in the mud, so we'll have that on. Now this, we can have some flange rollers on. Hollowed rollers. Or some spring rollers. All these are... Oh, crew aiming. Oh, yes, please. We'll go for that. I don't care what it does everything else. Crew aiming, absolutely. Give that to me now, please. Thank you. I may even start sticking them on other designs. Now, because it's only the demo, you can't actually tweak your current designs, which is an absolute pain. Otherwise, I would just tweak these slightly and be done with it. But you can't. You have to do a whole doodah. So until the full game comes out, unfortunately, we can't really do anything with it too much. So we're just going to continue forward and see who wants to do the what. Oh, we're in battle again. 6 Cannon Mark 1.2s are in battle against the Cannon ones. These are going to need some resupply. Are we going to hit them? That's the thing. Now, these were the old ones which were rubbish, to be completely honest. The reliability is a bit of a disaster. Keep breaking down before they even get there most of the time. Just like that one has done there. Yeah, not good. They've got the old everything else on it. Now, they'll probably be facing quite a few of these A7Vs. These are proving quite successful. I don't think we have the accuracy upgrades on these tanks. Whether we hit it or not is going to be another question. Oh, we did! Oh, brilliant! Our first shot actually hit. Wow, that is actually marvellous. Now, did it do anything? That's the question. It's still plodding on. The enemy tanks do the same to us, I think. It's still smoking. Are they going to hit us? They did last time. Oh, they did. Oh, that isn't good. Oh. Oh, we're not moving again. Oh, no. That is not fun. They've actually smashed our tank there. Yeah, that ain't great. Yeah. Oh, man. Did it penetrate? Attacker. Ricochet. Enemy shots did not ricochet. Tank crews report that they... Oh, blah, 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 blah. Armor penetration. Tank hull has been penetrated. Fantastic. That ain't good. Wow, they've got 30 of them. Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be fun. So they're probably going to want a replenishment for that. Hey, look, they've just been hammered. The Square to Mark 1.1s as well are a bit naff. Nothing more we can do at this point. Sabotage success. What? Design has fallen victim to sabotage attempt. As a result, certain damage has been done to inflict on the current projects. That is disgusting. So they're in the design thing. But what have they actually done? That's a good question. We're going to get a lot of upgrades finished now. Administration, maintenance, and medical teams and everything else. So this now should actually cost a lot less. So here we go. What is this? Base maintenance, 1,000. Oh, 4 upgrades maintenance is plus 4,000, and we've reduced it considerably by having... Right, so we can reduce our costs. Well, I'm going to keep doing that. Let's have a look at the next one. Warehouse. Maintenance. Yeah, oh right. Well, we definitely want to keep smashing that down. I didn't even notice that before. No wonder our money keeps going down. You have to keep an eye on this for when things actually happen. Maintenance is 0, so that's marvellous. What about other things? Sabotage risk is low, and so is accident risk, so they're quite happy. Do we do anything else here? These are really just for increasing the time it takes to do things. Yeah, we'll leave them to it. Don't want to waste money if I don't need to spend it. Here, maintenance is still high, so we better spend more money on doing that. In here, it doesn't cost anything, which is glorious. The salary, though, we could do with reducing that. Personnel focus. Reduction in overall staff expenses. That sounds marvellous. Now, with that total salary of 34, we really... What about the other one? In design, in here, we did have... Oh, it's busy doing things, but localization, lower labor cost. Oh, that just reduces the price of the man-hours per tank, I think. So if we go in here and start doing the personnel, remember that number, 34,000 and a bit. See what that goes down to. In research, maintenance, we can smash that, get that sorted. Sounds like a plan to me. Italian front has emerged. Okay. Italy has entered the war, aiming to annex Austrian territories, and so and so. So who's going to want them? Central powers have Sturmpanzer. What? They are the new... Oh, man. Those are the Hornet ones. What do we have here? Oh, we can see all the different battalions that are here. There's a lot. There really is a lot now. We have a look over here. There's just them. And over here there's just them as well. So really, the Western Front is not looking good for the Allied powers. Or the Entente, should I say. And now the little square tomato 1.2s in BLC 3, which is a French one, is being deployed. We still don't have any more orders, which is a little bit concerning. But the running gear is done. This means we could stick together another doodah. Let's have a dabble. New. Find the new medium Hornet. Power unit, we'll stick the engine in there. Might need to get a new engine, to be fair. Running gear, that's better. Much better. We'll stick some Lewis... Oh, sorry, no, we're not beyond the Lewis. We're on the Vickers MGs. Bung a load of lemon. It's going to be a powerhouse of MGs again, which we don't particularly want, but it is what it is. Crew rise. We need to stick... Well, there's a gunner there. Let's have a quick gander in here. Gunner. We need a driver, a commander. This is going to be the same as the other ones. We need a mechanic. So it is what it is at that point. The commander, we can actually have him go for a commander gunner. That will probably be the trick. We'll do that. Selected crew gear. Now this is where things get more serious, because we want to be able to do damage to the enemy, and for that we keep running out of ammunition, so we're going to give them a infantry bandolier. We're going to give them some goggles so they can actually see what they're shooting at, and then we're going to give them some rifles just because. So we'll see what happens with that and be done with it. That's going to take a month to do, but they're not doing anything else, so they might as well. We can call this the it's not a Whippet tank, is it? Oh, no, it's a bit more of a completely different design, really, but it is better. Let's go for a... I'm going to call it the Urchin, because all these machine guns out here look like little spiky balls, so I'm going to probably spell this wrong. I'm going to call it that. Urchin Mark 1. See what happens with that. Yes, they will be occupied with that for 30 days, but at least their wages are going to be put to use to something. Still haven't got any production involved. Don't know what they're going to want. They're probably going to want everything all at once, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. We do now have the anti-personnel munitions, which is fabulous. Now we just need to go really down. See, these are good. These are soft damage, which is good. But we need to have these barrels, so we're going to go down that section now. Or I can go for this. Go for the HE shells for the time being, actually. It might be a better idea. Well, even if we just hit the target. Yeah, no, we'll commit. We'll commit. I do want to have a look at that hull, though. We've got all this to do yet, though. Might actually be worth it getting the hull thickness up. Yeah, come on, we'll just do this. It'll be right. My indecisiveness is going to be murdering you. Alright, I'll behave. We'll go down the way that we were going to go. Get these munitions sorted so we can blow people up. Still no production to speak of. Quite worrying. Oh, finally! New heavy cavalry tank contract available. What is this? Let's have a dabble. Oh, so this... Right, okie dokie. Oh, we can give them the Cannon Mark 2.2. Yes! They want firepower, soft, mobility, and protection. Preferably on the medium doodah. Now, this is a heavy boy, but protection is through the roof. Firepower is through the roof. Yeah, we want these. Let's give them one of them. Do you want one of them? Cannon Mark 2.2, we should be able to shoot them with that. They're even quite fond of the little squirter. But if we give them this, we can shoot the enemy, get the reputation through the roof. We'll probably make less money on it, but it is what it is. I'd rather have a cannon on it than a machine gun. German supports Austria-Hungary. As part of the promised support, German Empire is relocating some of its units, newly formed Germany Expeditionary Corps, to its ally Austria-Hungary. Germany will deploy captured Allied tanks. Oh, fantastic. That's going to be the Italian front. Oh, what's this? Battle of Amara concluded. I don't think this is going to be us. No, it isn't. This is to do with the other company that made the Mark Firefly. And it was a tie, so all well and good. Nothing to do with us. Oh, we've got the maintenance control and the research and all the other places, so we're going to have a quick dabble at that. Do it in here. Maintenance is still high, so we'll reduce that further. In the design... Oh, this is engineering section. We're still looking quite good, actually. May go for a primary weapon focus. Or do we go for the... It's hard to say. So if I do these, it says about research. But it's in here, so I don't think we really need that. Oh, would you look at that? The total salary has gone down. We'll keep spending money on that. That will save us pennies. Excellent. In here, we're also looking quite good. Could do with... I don't think I'm really going to bother doing these things other than security and things, but it's already quite good, to be completely honest. Could go for the power plant focus. See what happens. Because we are going to need to upgrade them at some point, or I could just go for the hull. We'll do that for what it is. Now, with that contract that the British have just wanted, they are going to want some tanks being built. We're just going to have to wait out a little longer and see if we can. Oh, here we go. New BL2 supply contract is available. Let's have a look. This is the French. This is a regiment which doesn't currently have any tanks in it. But what do they want? Could give them the Cannon Mark 2.2 again. That will be glorious. Get more of these in. We'll start actually winning battles. This will get our men busy as well. Now, we're not going to make too much profit on the... Well, at the moment, we're not. The competitors' one is got quite a good score, but ours is just supreme. Let's see how high we can really push it. We're talking around there. So if I just call it 36,000 per one, that is a good profit. And it's still vastly superior over the competitor's tank. Stick a couple of days extra on this and we should be good. But we need 13 Mark 2.2s. I'm going to pretend that we've got that in the bag and see about producing some of these. What was that now? That was the Canon 2.2. We do actually have the supplies to deal with all these, so we can get them going now. That'll take 23 days. Done. Do it. We are going to be quite desperate for supplies now, though. Oh, there you go. See, we've got it. Accepted. Nice. I am going to have to get in some more supplies. I can't wait any longer. Don't really want to pay these stupid prices, but we're going to have to do. I'm going to try and buy all of that. All of the iron from Russia. Yes, medium carbon steel. This is the cheapest. We're going to have to buy probably all of that. This is going to get rather expensive. High carbon steel we desperately need. This is the cheapest, but it's got such a low rate, man. We're going to have to get it both from Turkey and Sweden. Otherwise we won't have enough. Rubber we're going to need a lot of as well. We can get as much as we can from China and see what turns up. And then we can probably just get around 2,000 glass because we're going to need some for the bulletproof glass and things. We're going to just have to see what turns up. That's a lot of money just gone. Not going to lie. Building improved, design, maintenance control too, and everything else. Excellent. This is good. It keeps us spending unnecessarily. Not going to do any of the others. I wish I didn't do that research upgrade now. It will just improve, well, increase the cost of the other things. Same as in here. I'm going to leave that to it. What I am still... Oh, well, actually, in here we do have upgrades that we could still actually want. For example, the localization. This will reduce the labor cost, making things a bit quicker. Resource cost, oh, that's currently at max level. That was a nice one. We'll go for the optimization, localization, and see if we can reduce our production times and things. That's still upgrading, and so is that. What about in here? Now, there is a high risk of fire in here, so we're going to get that sorted straight away. Have to do that. I'm not having this place burning down. Let's see what happens. Research completed. Specialized munitions. Excellent. So that is all the different ammunition sorted. So now what we need really is to have these access to the different upgrades. These technologies we can majorly increase the armor penetration and things on them. So we'll get that sorted as soon as. Then we can design a new cannon. Offer accepted of 13 Canon Mark 2.2s. Excellent. Where was that again? I cannot actually remember. I thought we already got that. Unless I'm getting confused with something else. Well, we're going to make an absolute killing on that. That's fabulous. But nothing for them. And nothing for America yet still. So we'll just have to see. Oh, wow. Well, we didn't get much of that. Got more things coming. Let's have a look. Company F is now under formation. Interesting. See what goes in that. What's going to be in there? Company F, we don't quite know yet. German proposal. The German military command, through its agents, has approached us with a proposal to acquire technologies in the field of mobility. In the case of providing them with development, they are ready to generously reward us. The Germans can go away. Absolutely not. We don't need their tanks improving anymore. Got some materials, about half of it came from China. We have a load more coming in a minute. Oh, that is expensive. Half of that came from China, 50%. Less than half of that came from Turkey. This is what happens when you're at war, but you do have the building is done. You can increase the upgrades in here to reduce the maintenance, which is going to be wonderful. We'll do that. We're going to reduce our costs as best as we can. What else do we have going on? This is the iron. Oh, man. Oh, we got most of that. Oh, that's a good do. That is quite nice, actually. We've got another one. Glass. Nice. We've got another battle going on. The little squirters were involved against the Storm Panzer 8s. That is the Hornet thing that we've got in development. They will have the lesser machine guns, but how have they got these holes and things? The other companies must be supplying them. Oh, a few of them didn't get there. That's a first. They usually do. Now, we do have the upgraded machine guns on the... Oh, no, we don't. These are the older ones, aren't they? I think. Can't actually quite remember. If we hit that, I don't know what's going to happen. But will we hit it? I don't think these are the upgraded ones. No, see, we all missed that again. Now, that thing looks quite mean and nasty, but... What kind of... They look like light MGs to me, but I could be wrong. See, that miss, which is quite nice. I don't know what machine gun that is. I can't quite remember what they look like. The Lewis... I think that's a Lewis. Which is the older ones. I'm going to have a look now after this battle. But they keep coming forwards. Nobody's scored a hit yet, so that's not too bad. Now, I don't think I designed these for anti-tank purposes, really. It was just what we had at the time. I do wonder if I redesigned them with the new Whippet, with the new MG in them. I'm going to have a look straight away after this. Nobody's hit anything, so that's not too bad. Yeah, we're all missing. It's quite a long battle now. It's been an intense one. It is quite infuriating when you can't see the infantry that you're murdering. They're going to shoot again, yeah. Yeah, everybody's just missing. They're squirting everything everywhere. And now they're backing off. Right. Miss and lacking ammo. Miss and lacking ammo. Yeah, okie dokie. One was damaged due to not getting there. Two of the enemies didn't get there. So let's have a look in the design thing now. Oh, that was a little square to 1.2. That's here. See, these have the Lewises in. Oh no, they've got the Vickers. I thought it was. It was confusing because the barrel though looks a little bit different. So even then, so it was the hard accuracy that we're struggling with. Where'd that go? Down here. Yeah, so look. Oh, firepower hard. See, that's not a bother, but accuracy. Still couldn't hit it. Interesting. We'll have to have a go. Hang on a minute. That was here. Let's have a look at the outcome again. So shooting. As a result of evasive actions, enemy tanks succeeded in dodging fire. Tank crews report what attributes, blah 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 blah. Accuracy. I think we just got bad luck, but that was a lot. It's hard to say, really. But how... I don't know. We'll see. May have just got unfortunate on that. Loader stations tech is done. Now we can think about going over to the wire wound barrel construction. So is that going to be rifled barrels, essentially? Get on that. Now we don't actually have any more tanks. Sorry, any more resources coming in, which is a bit of a worry. Rubber, for example, and everything else didn't really get here. Now, we'll not buy any more. We'll see if there's an opportunity that comes up where we can get some for cheaper, or at least safer. We've got new buildings done. Excellent. Well, not new buildings, but upgrades. Still upgrade this further to reduce maintenance. Let's keep doing that. Reduce our costs in here as well. We're looking good in here, though, so that's not bad. Not bothered about all the other things. That will suffice. Warehouse, though, we can still further reduce that maintenance cost. Production is looking quite good now, though. However, accident risk and sabotage risk is quite high. So we may need to bump that up slightly, which I think we will. We'll go for the sabotage because I don't want the enemy getting there. And we're currently still doing an upgrade in here, so we'll leave them to it. And wait a little longer. Design project completed. The Urchin Mark 1 is done. Need to set that for trials. It'll cost a fair bit of money. I'm wondering now that because we've not. I'm wondering if we can upgrade the squirters, but with a cannon. Now that we'll do that next. Actually, once we've researched these new cannon upgrades, we will give the Mark 1 hull and everything a bit of an upgrade, and then design a new one with cannons on it, which will satisfy the generals in their soft firepower action. Because look at these, there's only 5 there. They're going to need more than that. They're not going to send them into combat. They're going to need a resupply issue on it soon as. So really I can do with doing that. Production completed. Oh, that's good. We're going to get a nice new paycheck. Kind of forgot to send these off, to be completely honest. But it doesn't matter. We'll send them over now. 5 days we'll have a load of cash coming in. What I am going to do is actually design a new Mark 1 hull now. Yeah, I'll design a new Mark 1 hull now because we can actually get it to the point where it doesn't break down all the time, which is what happens with the others. So we're technically going to be replacing the squirters. We'll stick an escape hatch in there, definitely. I'm not going to bother with the tail wheel because apparently they can't seem to get to the battlefield too well, so we'll leave that. Radiator fans, it will improve the reliability and the comfort and everything else, but it will reduce the crew awareness by 1, but that's fine. Auto vac system, yes, we want that for transportability and repairability. In here, we want the skins ball mount. Can't do anything with that just yet. In here, we can bung that on for the giggles of it. This will improve the top to a degree somehow. We want some bulletproof glass in there. We could go for this. This is a new one. This is like an observation doodah. We'll be able to have a look around a little bit better. Improves the thickness on the thing as well. And ammunition storage. Yes, please. We'll get that going. That'll take 10 days and a little bit of money. While we keep going with everything else. That contract was complete. Nice. They got what they wanted. Tanks delivered. Nice. That's a load of money back into the account. Building improved with research and production and everything else. Heavy international tank concept adopted. Ooh. Interesting. So they're probably going to want a bigger tank with cannons on it. So that sounds good. Especially seeing as we're going down this way now anyway. 1 day's time we'll have that sorted. At least to a degree. Research is done. Let's get these chased barrel construction done. That'll take 18 days to do. get that sorted. That new Mark 1 hull was done, which is good. I think we did a new mail turret. There's nothing more that we can really do to it. I might just do another one because we can. Because in general, I can't quite remember what we did. But crew aiming +3, we'll go for that one. Reinforced rivets, maybe. Now we'll leave that empty, just because repairability and reliability is going to be a bit of a thing. We've already got more reliability anyway because of the warship pedestal mount. Have some bulletproof glass to be shooting out of. And some shell storage. Yes, please. We want more. That'll take 3 days to do. Just like that. We can also have a quick look at the tracking gear. Now, it's going to have to be the same tracking gear as the previous ones. And the repairability on that is drastically low, so we'll leave that out. Looking at these, though, transportability and everything else is fantastic. That will drastically reduce the reliability. Oh, we'll go for increased width. That will reduce the range slightly, but that will give us increased repair, reliability, and cross-country speed and everything else. So we'll go for that. And we'll also go for the sprung rollers. Yes, let's get that increased accuracy done. These are going to be lovely. Hopefully hit the target. Ooh, what is that? That looks good. Oh no. That, I think, is the new hull. Not that one. That. Oh man, that's got everything on it. Oh, we need that desperately. I better get on that as soon as. Building's all done. Nice. Just going to wait a little longer. We've got the trials are done on the Urchin, meaning we can actually see the stats. Firepower is awful for hard. So you look at this. The firepower on this thing is great for the hard as well. So that's what we want. We want cannons. Oh, tank formed in America. Nice. We're going to have a look at that. Centipede running gear has been completed. So that means we're one step closer to making a new squirter cannon machine gun thing, but with cannons. Going to see if I can improve the Whippet running gear, which we can, to have these suspension things on them as well. Or can we? Eternal, what is that? No. Oh, they can't have it. Okay. I was hoping to increase the accuracy of the weapon on that thing, but never mind. Got one more battle. Wasn't to do with us though. Again, it was to do with the other ones. We'll never know. And on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I hope you've enjoyed this. We seem to be ahead of the competition, but I don't know for how long. The Americans are going to want tanks real soon. I hope you stick around, so keep watching that. Thank you very much for watching. Come and join the Discord and we can have a chinwag. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.